What is up, my faithful keychains? This is Roxas13keys here. Today's going to be a rather serious video, because I really felt like I needed to make this video to spread awareness of a situation that recently started happening. So, as most of you would know, I have been playing and making videos on a multiplayer game called Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals, the multiplayer version of the main game Dark Deception, both developed by Glowstick Entertainment. It should be obvious by now, but I love Monsters and Mortals, easily one of my most favorite multiplayer games to play alongside Dead by Daylight and Among Us. And as a fan of this game, I have been waiting almost 2 years for new DLCs to arrive to the game. What's held it back was because Vince has been trying to get the Epic Games build finished. That way he can release the DLCs to both Steam and Epic builds at the same time. No problem. Last month, Vince made a tweet saying the Epic Games build was in its final playtesting and that it went well. So me and many of the M&M community were hoping that this meant the 2-year drought of no new DLCs would finally come to an end. But unfortunately, something unexpected happened that has not only pissed off me and the M&M community, but also Vince himself. There's a beverage company called Monster Energy, which has filed a lawsuit on Glowstick Entertainment just because their game Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals has the word monster in it. Yes, it's that fucking stupid, and I'm not even joking. And Monster Energy even claims that they are, quote, confusingly similar. Aw man, I hate it when I mix up an energy drink that tastes like piss with a hit multiplayer game. Needless to say, Monster Energy is being fucking stupid and petty as all hell. I'll be showing on screen and reading all the tweets in regards to this situation. Tweeted out by Vincent Livings, it's well known that Monster Energy is a notorious trademark troll. Unfortunately, they are at it again. For a company that likes to target their drinks at gamers, they also like to try to bully and bankrupt game studios with lengthy, high-dollar litigation. Monster Energy's lawyers are coming after us right now because Monsters and Mortals has the word monsters in it. They claim that our game is confusingly similar to their energy drink. Yep, that's really their claim. Rather than roll over, I'm going to fight them in court. I'll be sharing everything I've received from Monster Energy to give other game developers a look at their tactics in case they ever want to put the word monsters in their game title and have to deal with Monster Energy as a result. They went after Ubisoft previously too. Monster Energy is a bully that is owned by Coca-Cola Co. Do not support a bully company by buying their energy drinks. If nothing else, I hope they eventually learn that going after game studios is not in their best interest. Hashtag boycott Monster Energy. Another tweet from Vince reads, here are the overreaching settlement terms that Monster Energy sent me. Basically, it demands that in exchange for allowing us to use the name Monsters and Mortals, we agree to never name any other game any variation of the word monster. It also forces us to never use a green and white logo on a black background for any game we ever make. So they own the colors green and white too, apparently. Any logo that has a monster-style font will be deemed confusingly similar to Monster Energy's logo. It demands that we never use one for any future games. This means they could demand that we change Dark Deception's logo as well. It can be applied broadly. They demand control over the look of the Monsters and Mortals logo, and in addition to the other terms, they require us to change the scaling of the words and the custom monster style font. So they own monster looking fonts too, apparently. This means that if we are to agree to their terms, Monsters and Mortals could never have a sequel named Monsters and Mortals, and Dark Deception, a game about monsters, could never use monster in the title, forever. I would legally give them ownership of that word by agreeing. Vince has also been trying to reach out to different game journalists and content creators, hoping that any one of them can spread awareness of this situation, which I highly recommend that they do. Vince has also made a tweet saying this: to help us cover our legal expenses against Monster Energy, I'm going to do a special Q&A livestream fundraiser on YouTube in April. During the livestream, I'll play some games that contain the word monsters and discuss the trial. Monster Energy hates when their shady actions are made public. Want to help sponsor our video against Monster Energy's trademark bullying? I'll share your products on the live stream at G Fuel Esports at Red Bull Gaming. And then very recently, game journalist thegamer.com wrote an article about this whole situation. Monster Energy goes after indie dev for using the word monster. This isn't the first time the beverage brand is going after a dev for using the word. Monster Energy markets itself as a drink for gamers. You've surely noticed it as a sponsor for various events, and even placed within some games, most notably Death Stranding. However, despite its outwardly image for a brand for gamers, Monster Energy doesn't really seem to like video game developers. The energy drink is once again going after a developer for using the word monster in its game title. The last time something like this happened was in 2020, when the beverage brand clashed with Ubisoft over the name Gods and Monsters, the original name for Immortal Phoenix Rising. At the time, Monster claimed that the trademark was too similar and would confuse users. Of course, we wouldn't want someone to eat a game disc or pour a drink into their console out of confusion. This time, Monster Energy has decided to flex its muscle at indie developer Glowstick Entertainment, which has made a game called Dark Deception Monsters Immortals. According to founder and CEO Vincent Livings, the overreaching settlement terms sent to Glowstick state that in exchange for being allowed to use the current name, the studio will have to refrain from naming any other game with a variation of the word monster. Livings has decided to fight the case rather than give in to Monster Energy's demands. Additionally, he also tweeted saying that he will share everything he receives from Monster's lawyers so that other devs who get harassed by them will know their tactics. Quote, it also forces us to agree to never use a green and white logo on a black background for any game we ever make, so they own the colors green and white too apparently, Livings tweeted, revealing more of the brand's demands. Any logo that has a monster-style font will be deemed confusingly similar to Monster Energy's logo. It demands that we never use one for any future games. This means they could demand that we change Dark Deception's logo as well. This can be applied broadly. By agreeing to those terms, Dark Deception Monsters Immortals could never have a sequel with the word monster in it. I will also be reading out the lawsuits itself. Dear Vince, as you know, I propose the following terms to Monster's attorney. 1. My client agrees never to use the word monster by itself for a video or computer game. 2. Monster acknowledges that the logo and font my client is currently using in connection with its trademark does not violate any of Monster's rights. 3. My client will agree not to use a claw logo or claw design in connection with its trademark. 4. My client will agree not to use its trademark and a logo/font that is confusingly similar to the logo/font used on Monster Energy's drink products. A photo of the products would be attached to the agreement. Here is one sentence response I received from Monster's attorney. Monster rejects applicant's counter proposal. As you can see, it appears Monster wants to play hardball, despite their case being exceedingly weak in my opinion. Applicant hereby undertakes and agrees as follows. Besides the allowed registration for Dark Deception Monsters Immortals, applicant shall not use or seek to register any trademark or mark that includes the word monster, or any variants thereof, including but not limited to monsta, monstrous, or monstrosity, in connection with any goods or services. Applicant shall not use or seek to register any trademark or mark that includes the words beast or unleash, or any variants thereof, either alone or in combination with each other or any other words in connection with any goods or services. Applicant shall not use or seek to register a claw-like design, claw-like markings, or any design confusingly similar to MEC's claw icon, including but not limited to any design consisting of multiple substantially parallel lines in connection with any goods or services. Applicant shall not use or seek to register any mark that incorporates any of MEC's marks or any portion thereof. Applicant shall not use or seek to register any mark in any font, stylization, or trade dress that is confusingly similar to MEC's Monster Energy mark or trade dress as shown in its Monster Energy beverage can and as further shown in an exhibit to be attached to a formal agreement. Applicant shall not display, use, or seek to register the trademark or any variants thereof in connection with the manufacturer, sale, offer to sell, marketing or promotion of, or distribution of any goods or services in the colors green or white, in whole or in part, regardless of the background behind the marks, or in any color against a background that is principally black or principally green, or uses the color combinations of green and black, or green and black and white. Applicant shall always use the term monster in combination with the terms Dark Deception and Immortals. Applicants shall not display the trademark in any manner whereby monster is emphasized more or displayed more prominently than in terms Dark Deception and Mortals, including the terms of size, font, and or color. Applicant shall not use or seek to register any mark in any font, stylization, or trade dress that is confusingly similar to any of MEC's Monster or Monster Energy marks or trade dress. Applicant shall revise its current design to comply with these terms and send to MEC for approval. MEC hereby undertakes and agrees as follows. MEC shall not object to applicant's use and registration of the mark Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals, the permitted marks, in connection with the sale, offer to sell, promotion of, or distribution of the limited services so long as applicant is in compliance with all of the terms and conditions of this agreement. So yeah, this is all so fucking stupid. And I fear that because of this petty lawsuit that just came completely out of nowhere, that the Epic build and new DLCs are once again going to be delayed. And not even from Vince's choice this time, but all at fault of Monster Energy. If you can, it would mean a lot if you can spread as much awareness of this as possible, make more videos and tweets about this, talk about this in Discord servers, especially ones associated with future upcoming DLCs, get your favorite YouTubers that play this game to make videos on this, get game journalists to cover this, and absolutely support Glowstick Entertainment however you can, because Monster Energy cannot get away with their scummy business tactics. Oh, and Monster Energy, if you guys are watching, go fuck yourselves. Venom Energy is better anyway. This has been Roxas 13 Keys, signing out, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.